Okay, so let's do another factor theorem problem. We have a so-called k question. We want to find the value of k that is going to make x minus 4 a factor of this polynomial. P of x is equal to x cubed minus 2x squared plus kx minus 24. And of course, this is going to happen if and only if p of 4 is equal to 0. So what we have to do, this is according to the factor theorem, this is a factor theorem practice problem. So what we have to do is set 0 equal to p of 4, which is of course what we get when we plug in 4 to this polynomial. So we plug in 4 cubed, 4 cubed minus 2 times 4 squared plus k times 4, or 4k, and then minus 24. The 4 cubed, of course, is 64. 4 squared is 16 times 2 is 32. So this is 64 minus 32, then plus 4k, and then minus 24. The 64 and the 32, of course, become a 32, right? 32 is half of 64. And then we will subtract 24 and keep the 4k here. What is 32 minus 24? That's going to be equal to 8. So we get 8 plus 4k is supposed to be equal to 0 all along, right? This whole thing was supposed to be equal to 0 here. So if 0 is 8 plus 4k, then we get k is equal to negative 2. Right? Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 plus 8 is equal to 0. So our polynomial, p of x, will be x cubed minus 2x squared minus 2x, right? This is what the k is equal to negative 2 coming in here, minus 2x, and then minus 24. And this will have x minus 4 as a factor, right? So we can actually do the polynomial division now. This is going to be x minus 4 times some quotient, no remainder, because we are guaranteed by the factor theorem that if p of 4 is equal to 0, which we just guaranteed by making k equal to negative 2, we figured out that k has to be negative 2, well then, we will get a clean division here. We will have x minus 4 as a clean factor of this polynomial, remainder 0. Let's do the polynomial division to demonstrate this and find the other factor. The first term here is x cubed. What do we multiply x by to get x cubed? It's going to be x squared. We distribute in the x squared to the x, and we get an x cubed. Then we multiply it by the negative 4. We get negative 4x squared. So negative 4x squared. How many x squareds do we want? We want negative 2x squareds. So we have to get a positive 2x squared from the next thing that we put in here. What do we put in? It's going to be 2x plus 2x to multiply by the x and give us the positive 2x squareds. So we will have the right number of x squareds. We already had the right number of x cubed. Then we multiply the 2x by the negative 4, and we get negative 8x. Negative 8x is, how many x's do we want? Negative 2. So we have to get positive 6. We have to get positive 6 x's from the next thing that we put in here. So this is going to be plus 6 distributed in to the x and get positive 6 x's. So we have now negative 2 x's in total. And then, of course, it multiplies by the negative 4 and gives us negative 24, which is the right constant, right? We wanted a negative 24. We got a negative 24. And this, again, is because the factor theorem guaranteed us that x minus 4 would be a clean factor with no remainder. And we made that happen by making k equal to negative 2. And that's it.